What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Charge It Up. For today's video, we're going to be doing autopilot on Toronto streets in the rain. Let's go. Alright guys, so it is obviously raining today. It was coming down a little harder a couple of, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes ago. But it seems to be subsiding a little bit. So I decided to just go out and do an autopilot video. I kind of wanted to do it during the harder rain to see how autopilot would react, but I didn't get out in time, so that's obviously my fault there. Let's go ahead and use autopilot. I'm currently on autopilot. We are currently on Finch Avenue West in Toronto, Ontario. Currently we're doing 42 kilometers per hour because of the cars in front. The maximum speed limit on this road is 50, and we've got our autopilot set to 60 max. So we'll just let autopilot just do its thing, and we'll take over when I want to make the left or right hand turn. I won't be using navigation. I know where I'm going for the most part, and yeah, let's just go ahead and go from here until our destination using autopilot. The light is now green, so the car will move forward along with the traffic in front. Don't have to put any sort of input or anything other than obviously letting the car know I'm still awake and paying attention by putting my hand on the steering wheel. So for the most part, when it's raining, I don't use the wipers on automatic, and I'll tell you why. When you put the wipers into automatic mode, it goes crazy, it goes insane. So if I put it into it's not necessary. This is not necessary. It should be auto. It should be detecting how much rain there's on the windshield and then going to the speed, but it just does this speed at all times. And I know right now the auto sensing or windshield wiper sensors or rain sensor is a beta, but I don't like it. That's probably going to be one of the things I don't like about the Model X, and that'll probably be in my top 10 things I don't like about my Model X, or 10 things I don't like about my Model X video coming up soon. When I'm on the highway, I do like to change it. I do like to put it into auto or set a certain speed so I don't have to constantly keep going at it. But on regular roads, as we obviously are stopped at a red light here, I usually just reach to the side where the stock is, and I just push it in for one swipe. To me, that's all right. I would obviously love to see that be improved and the rain sensors working a lot better, but we'll see what comes out in future updates. Let's go ahead and give the system the okay to go through, and it will, and it's thinking, and that it will go through. There we go. Put my hand on the steering wheel. Let the system know it's asking me for the green light, so I will go ahead and let it go through. So the only difference obviously with autopilot when it's raining and it's not, nothing really. The only difference is that you got your windshield wipers going while it's raining, and that's it. Other than that, for the most part, I've noticed that autopilot does a really good job picking up the lanes, picking up cars, red lights, green lights, yellow lights. It does the same as it does when it's raining. There was one instance where it was a really heavy rain, and I believe it was actually more of a combination of snow and rain together. As I approve this to go through the green light, I'm pretty sure it was because it was sleet, so it was snow and rain put together, that the snow actually built up on the sensors, and then the sensors were blocked, so it couldn't actually read anything anymore. So at that point, autopilot stopped working. That's a little different. However, I do want to make a video on that next winter, because I did run into that at least twice when we were on the highway and autopilot stopped working, and it was on both the long trips. So it could have sucked that I had to drive, right? First world problems, that I actually had to drive the car on the highway. I do obviously want to do videos later on this year of that. This is sometimes where I wish the wipers would stop working until you actually start going again. My previous car, the Audi, actually did that, so you came up to a red light and it would actually stop until you actually started moving again. I think a bunch of car manufacturers have that option. Tesla does not currently. Autopilot is adjusted pretty well there. So it couldn't read the 2 lanes as separate until it got past that hump in the road, and then it actually adjusted and came back into its correct lane that we were in previously. Would I probably get honked at if there was someone behind me? Probably, but it adjusted and it fixed itself, so all good so far. We are currently still on Finch Avenue eastbound at this point, and Autopilot is doing just as well as it does in the sun or on a good day without any rain. No issues or anything like that so far. The only annoyance on my behalf, at least that's in my opinion, is the windshield wipers. Didn't make a lane change here. There we go. Thank you. I know there's construction coming up, so let's ask them to make a lane change. There we go. Probably have to go through the lights. Again, the wiper mode that it's on right now, it's actually on constant, so this is the constant speed mode of Autopilot. So again, to make a lane change here once again. It's done, and it should follow the car through the green lights, which it will. This guy doesn't know where he's going. System's obviously reacting to it and showing the red and making the sound just in case you're not paying attention. I was actually pushing on the accelerator pedal to get a little bit closer to him. I wanted that to come up. Oh, now he's making a left-hand turn. And I'll zoom in on that part there. The graphics are actually pretty cool. It comes up and it alarms. It does a sound too to alarm you that there's a car in front of you that stopped. Automatic braking. Approving the Autopilot to go through the green light since there's nobody in front of me. Nicely done here. I will ask Autopilot here to make a lane change. That's done. And then across from this hill, we'll be coming up to a light. Well, I'll take over and make a right-hand turn onto Markham Road. Markham Road. And let's go right back into Autopilot. We are now on Markham Road in Toronto. Current speed or speed limit on this road is 50, so we're doing 60. Super slow for a 3-lane road, which used to be a 70, and they brought the speed limit down. And then they're giving out a bunch of tickets, obviously. Let's go ahead and make a lane change here. Nicely done. Make a lane change here. Nicely done. And we are about 20 seconds from our destination. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you did. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And hit that notification bell for future videos on the Model X. Until the next one, guys.